A Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2 comes out on March the 30th in a few days, and this is our quick review.
You probably shouldn't be here.
So, Season 2 sees the return of the dreaded Count Olaf as he attempts to steal the fortune of the Baudelaire orphans. And he is played by Neil Patrick Harris, again, and he's awesome.
Shoo-bop-a-doo-bop.
And again, we also have the narrator, Lemony Snicket, who's played by Patrick Warburton. And he does a great job.
Squeakity squeakin'.
Squeakity squeakin'.
My acorn is missing.
Squeak, squeakin', squeak, squeakity.
Count Olaf is fantastic in this, and if you're a geek like me, when you see him in costumes,
and I have no mercy.
It's like when he's wearing a doctor's outfit, it's probably the closest you're going to get to see him in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Aha! So that's, you know, coming along.
If you haven't seen that, you should check that out. It's amazing.
Yeah. Season 2 is very, very similar to Season 1, and if you enjoyed Season 1, you'll probably love Season 2. It has the same sort of feel, it has the same style, it's pretty quirky and pretty off the wall in places.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's safe to say that it's the same but bigger.
Is about to get much, much worse.
So the formula of Season 2 is very similar to that of 1, where they're following Count Olaf arrives in his costume, in his get-up,
Disguise.
and nobody else can figure out that it's him
Except the children.
Except the children. They know it's him, and it's very frustrating because you just want them to figure it out and help the children. Where the locations are bigger and the sets are very cool. So there's a hospital, there's a hotel, the boarding school, and they stay there for a couple of episodes. It takes a while for everybody else to realize that it's Count Olaf again, and so it moves on. And so it's very formulaic in that way. Not that that's a bad thing.
Please?
I mean, it becomes slightly predictable, but then I think it was always going to be predictable because if you follow the thread from Season 1, that's what kept happening. Every time the Baudelaires got moved, Count Olaf found them, infiltrated using a disguise. All the adults are just really stupid and don't figure it out. The kids, of course, do, and then it's sort of the battle between the two of them.
What sane man would disguise himself 4 times in a row?
They have grown and developed and improved the relationship between Count Olaf and the children. And I actually really enjoyed that sort of interplay between the two of them. The scripting is fantastic. The acting is spot on. So yeah, we really enjoyed it.
The dialogue is so off the wall. It often is almost poetic in nature, in the way that the lines are delivered, and I think that's probably comes from very rich context from the books translated onto film to screenplay to scripting, and it's done so well that it often comes out like you feel like you're listening to something more than your standard script. So it's not Shakespeare, it's not Macbeth or anything like that, but it is really fun and quirky to listen to, so it catches you by surprise, which I really enjoyed. Part of what had me really interested in Season 2 is that in Season 1 they developed more of what was going on behind the scenes. So why is Count Olaf, why does he have a tattoo on his ankle? What is going on? What is the deepest storyline in between the secret society with the eye, or is it I, or what is it? And the film that Jim Carrey was in never really explained much of that, which is disappointing. I didn't know at the time how rich that story was, and so Season 1 you get a bit of that, but Season 2, without doing any spoilers, we do get to understand a bit more of what's going on, and obviously they just release it a bit with each episode, and I think that keeps you drawing. So even though the formula is very similar, we do get to enjoy them revealing a bit more.
There's a bigger arc over the whole thing.
And a part of that arc, if you've seen the trailer, you'll know that Nathan Fillion is in there. And talking about geeking out, very close to an outfit in Mel from Firefly.
I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
Yeah.
Which I was geeking out a bit. Firefly Season 2, please.
It's never going to happen.
No.
I aim to misbehave.
No. Yes, it's a series that doesn't take itself too seriously, which is fantastic. You know, there are even some lines where the narrator encourages you to stop to look away and to maybe stream something else. Which I thought was really funny.
Crabs.
Or Shaka's crabs.
Totally binge worthy. When it comes
Yes.
out, you're probably not going to want to switch it off because they're very clever at making you want to watch the next bit. So I think this is Netflix formula really. The last 10 minutes of each episode will have you going, I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
And so you'll probably find that if you have a day or an afternoon that you'll be going straight through that because you've watched 5 or 6 episodes back to back. It's thoroughly enjoyable. There's no weak links in the acting, from the new kids on the block to the regular kids to actors coming from season 1, which were great. Familiar faces, the Count Olaf's crew, and some new people, new actors. And I'm struggling not to give anything away, so I'm not going to do that. There's just new faces that are so fresh and just add to the ensemble of a really great cast.
We have eyes everywhere.
Go watch it.
Go watch it.
No!
Thanks for watching this Ruby Tuesday review of A Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2. Again, it comes out on March 30th. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Ruby Tuesday, hope you're enjoying our reviews and finding them really informative.
Live long and Tuesday. I was ready that time.
Yeah.